This tutorial video shows how to interactively select components in Revit from Visicon. While in Visicon and selecting components you want to access in Revit, use the right-click mouse option to select one of three interactivity features. The way this feature works is you have to have both the original Revit model as well as the active Visicon model open on the same machine. These could be different sessions, which means that the Revit model could have been exported a day ago or a week ago while you've been resolving issues in Visicon, and then now you're coming back and the scenarios you want to now update and identify the original Revit model with all of the components and associated issues that you've identified in Visicon. So you want a quick and easy way to be able to, while you're in Visicon, take certain components and then know exactly where they are in Revit. On my machine, I have both programs open with the same exact model. We're now in the Visicon model, and so let's, for our example, we'll come in and zoom into an area here. Now, you can take any component, and while you're in the scene, right-click and access the three interaction options. So there's select an active view, temporarily isolate an active view. So these are always actions that'll happen on the Revit side, and then create new view with selection box. But to make it a little bit more interesting and show you that this capability also works with issues and associated components, let's go ahead and add a clip plane here and zoom into one of these rooms. We'll come in a little closer. For argument's sake, say that we have several HVAC components that are associated with an issue or something we have to resolve as a conflict. I'm going to right-click those components, and I'm going to start by attaching them to an issue. So I've now created an issue. These components, if I unselect, are now tagged as being components that are associated with an issue, and they have their own little color. I can select any component, right-click, access the Revit interaction options, or while I'm selecting an issue, which may be the more likely scenario, I right-click. And first of all, you see here at the bottom, all of these affected components are listed. So again, I'm going back to the issue, right-click. While I have the issue select, you can see that the affected components are highlighted, and I have access to the exact same three Revit interaction options. So we'll go through all three. The first one is select an active view. So we're going to invoke that. What you do is you switch over to your active Revit, and I want you to notice that it's now selected those components that I'm working on. So this makes it very easy for me to jump back and forth between Revit and Visicon, come back into Revit where I'm authoring the components and make the changes that I need to make. So that's interaction option number one. We'll switch back to Visicon, select our issue, right click, and this time we're going to go temporary isolate an active view. Again, I select that, switch over to Revit, and you can see that it's now isolated those components. I'm going to go ahead and reset the view. We're going to go back into Visicon, select the issue, right click, and we'll do the last one, which is create new view with selection box. Again, switching over to Revit, and we can see that those HVAC components have now been isolated with their own view in a selection box. So it may be that this is the easiest way to work with those. In conclusion, there are three Revit Visicon interactivity modes that all work around the selected components in Visicon. Thank you for watching our video. Contact sales@visicon.com to request your free intro version. The features that I showed in this tutorial video are all part of our free Revit and IFC BIM viewer.